Anyways, are you all ready for your last comedian?
Hell yeah. Y'all, make some fucking noise for the wonderful June Gorman.
Hi, everyone. Hi. My name is June Gorman. And my grandma sends me the sweetest texts that sometimes make me wonder if she does actually love me. She'll send me a text that says, I love you, ... Which sort of feels like she's counting the petals on a flower, trying to decide if she does love me or if she's just been sort of contemplating what's been going on with me. But the best is around Hanukkah. The best time is around Hanukkah. Because she starts sounding like a psychic eco-terrorist. She'll send me a message saying, be sure to check the mail. There's gonna be a big surprise for you. Which just kind of makes me feel like maybe she sent me a nail bomb, which is not a great gift. You'd think that she's a little bit different in person. You'd think that maybe it's a generational issue that is an issue through texting. No. We'll be walking around, and she'll point like this. That's an orphan. I can tell it's an orphan. The left side of the face is drooping down a bit due to the gravity of its parents leaving it. As you can see, it's standing against a solid surface. It has a peach aura. People with no parents have peach auras. Raggedy clothes, orphan in poverty. Oh, June, wouldn't it be novel? Wouldn't it be novel if this orphan tried to sell us a newspaper? And of course this person is like right here. Every single time. And I am always terrified because I worry. I worry that perhaps this person is going to be upset, but almost always. Thank you. That was so insightful. It's never an issue. But the one thing that I do have an issue with my grandma is that I can't tell her a few things about dating. I can't tell her that I'm on Grindr, obviously. So what I decided to do is I decided to meet somebody the old-fashioned way. Which led to me dating a guy in the cartel. And you might be wondering, June, how does this happen? And it happens for the exact same reason that I got addicted to PCP. Because nobody told me not to. There is a 12-step program associated with it being addicted to PCP. Nowhere in the 12 steps does it say don't approach the guy in the corner of the punk show who's wearing camo pants and sunglasses, even though it's nighttime and he's sort of sitting a little bit weird, like maybe he has scoliosis, but I wouldn't really mind. But you sort of are intrigued by him because he's a little bit intimidating, but at the same time a little bit approachable, and he asks you for a cigarette and you guys really hit it off. Nowhere in any 12-step program does it say that. Shocking. But no, it was really a breath of fresh air because like people would bring me flowers, which would usually die before our next date. I did worry that maybe he was gonna die before our next date, but every single time he brought the evergreen Glock 19, which was really sweet. And guys, about a week in, he popped the question. You guys know what the question is. Do you want to go on a job with me? And you guys already know, with a question like that, it's a no-brainer. It's a yes. It's a yes. I do believe that it's the thought that counts. Did we ever do that as a date? No. Thank God we didn't. But it's the thought that counts. And that's what feels good to me about it, you know? And whenever I meet a new person, I get very excited. I get very excited because I like to learn little tidbits about them. And he had the best fun fact. You know, really, truly the best fun facts. Do you guys want to hear? That was a really good one. Okay, so did you guys know, this is one of his favorites, he told it to me like 3 times. Whenever you burn a body, the teeth pop in the fire? And then he would follow it up with something that I really just, like, made me really uncomfortable. Saying something like, I love you. And I sort of realized that I was in the place where I wanted to hear about the physics of a burning body, but not the words I love you. Unfortunately, shocker, we did have to break it off. We did have to break it off. We had to break it off because I got a text from him one day. Sorry. And that text said, how long does Plan B work? I mean, I can't get pregnant. And I realized in that moment that I really needed to be a guy who knew how to use Google. So that's why we had to break things off. Now I do want to be widely appealing. I want to be as widely appealing as possible. Everybody has it. Well, 1 in 5 people likely have a grandma. I mean, if you meet 5 people, at least one of them has a grandma, or has known a grandma, or an elderly person. Probably everybody, maybe 1 in 10 people, have a dating experience. I polled people. This is all statistically true. But the one demographic that I feel like I need to appeal to more is the straight demographic. Now, I heard some people earlier who were straight in this room. You don't need to, I mean, I like hear it. Somebody else talked about it. I wasn't like oh guys, there's somebody that's straight in this room, fuck. So I figured I would try to go into your culture a bit more by telling some classic wife jokes. But at the same time, I feel very comfortable with you guys. I do. And I'm going to be doing my voice training while I do it. If you guys don't know what voice training is, it's basically a way to feminize your voice if you're a transgender woman, which I am, which is why I can't get pregnant. They haven't really invented that as like a loophole. They're trying to figure out how that works. So I watched a few tutorials because my insurance doesn't cover medical voice training. So I'm just going to get right into it. So you have to like... Oh, I feel like that was a bad sign. You want to stay up here? My wife has said, you need to stop spending the money. I cannot buy a new clothes. And so I say to her, well, you bitch about Zara. I'm gonna go to the bar. I don't feel good about that one. I watched a different tutorial though. And I do have to... My wife is big into astrology. Real big. You know, she says that she's a Gemini. So she's got 2 people inside her. She's got the Zara man and his baby. But I think that she's missing a big part of her chart. It says that she is 100% bitch. I don't know. I didn't love that one. I want to finish out this like set of jokes, so I'm just gonna go to a different tutorial. Okay, so the other day, the Zara man was over, you know, and he said, your wife is pregnant. Your wife is pregnant with my baby. And I say, this is entirely plausible because, you know, we did not have sex since we are married. And she is both a whore and a prude, so you know. I hate her. Anyway, so I say, you must take paternity test, and I must take paternity test. It came back 2 days ago. Not positive, not negative, but 100% child labor. Zara Man said, this means it is positive for my baby. Yeah, I have one last one. Okay. Let me speak in a Limerick 3. The Zara Man hath put a baby in she. First he came with clothes galore. Second he took my wife, who is a whore. Third he shipped her overseas to put their baby in the factory. And you might wonder where that leaves me. I'm sitting here speaking with you. I do need to talk to my primary care physician to see if I can. Because I think that DIY works for a lot of things, but I don't. I don't know. Maybe I need to consult. Oh, thank you. I think I need to consult a professional on it. Thank you guys so much. I've been June Gorman.
Yes, that was the incredible June Gorman.